So I have several films on the docket today, and the first one was in theaters, and this is Sally Potter's newest film, The Party, which was released in 2017 in the UK, but it counts as a 2018 release here in the States, so I'm counting it as a 2018 release. It premiered last spring at the Berlin Film Festival, and it has a very small cast consisting of Patricia Clarkson, Bruno Ganz, Cherry Jones, Emily Mortimer, Cillian Murphy, Kristin Scott Thomas, and Timothy Spall. It feels like a one-act play, 71 minutes long. It's a brisk, fun, never-ending social satire, sometimes farce, filled with a lot of political commentary, partly on the parliamentary politics of England, which I don't know much about, so some of it went way over my head, but also about political realism, idealism, what happens when you're radical when you're younger and now you're hitting 60, feminism when you're younger, feminism when you're older, friendships, and all kinds of things. It has a lovely lesbian couple who are having a fight just like all the other couples in the movie. In fact, sexuality is a very large part of why everyone is fighting in this film. So I quite enjoyed that. It's beautifully shot in black and white by Aleski Rodionov. And what I particularly liked about it is it felt like it was shot in a very old-fashioned way with a lot of close shots of people's faces, cut here. A lot of face and then face and face and face, which I really love, sort of that old-fashioned, old Hollywood way of shooting. A lot of interesting perspectives, specifically around the living room and record player, which there's some interesting choices in music, too, which I think had said a lot about the specific characters. And I love it when the music choice is very purposeful. I think my favorite performance was Patricia Clarkson. She is always so good. I love her going all the way back to The Untouchables. Yeah, she's in The Untouchables. It's a long time. She is so good in everything, and she has the perfect haircut. I was staring at her haircut. I think my hair is almost long enough to do the Patricia Clarkson haircut. I might have to let it grow another couple of months and then get that done. Kristin Scott Thomas continues to be one of the best actresses of her generation. She can do so much with her eyes and with her tone of voice. I absolutely adore her. And lastly, I have to go for Cillian Murphy. He is so beautiful. He has the best cheekbones. Like, does anyone have cheekbones as good as his cheekbones? I don't think so. He's absolutely gorgeous, and he plays sort of a yuppie finance guy who's on the brink of a nervous breakdown for various reasons. And he kind of is the linchpin that causes a lot of the shenanigans that ensue in the film. He gets to be manic and cry and be funny and just do all kinds of things, which I love to see him really flex all his acting muscles. He's a good crier, too, if you remember in Inception. Some great cries there. So, but everyone gives a great performance in this. Some real funny moments with Bruno Ganz. You remember him from Wings of Desire, among other things. So just, I would say that it feels theatrical. If it would feel theatrical and too stagey if it weren't for the excellent shot setups and uses of very classical filmmaking techniques to set tone and establish character dynamics. But that said, I kind of want to see it adapted for the stage as well, because I feel like it would be a really fun one-act play to perform. So I quite enjoyed this. It is a black comedy. Do not read the Wikipedia summary. The entire film is on there. It is spoiled. Don't do that. Sally Potter's fantastic. If you haven't seen her films Orlando or Ginger Rosa, I also recommend those. Fantastic films. Always stunning roles for women in her films. and deep, insightful looks at the changing dynamics of women and men and women within the social, political, and economic spheres, specifically in England, but really worldwide. And I love that no matter what genre she is tackling, she has those themes in her films. She is a wonderful filmmaker. That is Sally Potter. This is The Party. It is in theaters right now. It's actually in 3 different theaters here in Atlanta, so check it out. Beautiful black and white film for 2018. Have a good afternoon.